Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, David Burrows, and this is episode number 49.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Tell me you're ready.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. And as always, thanks for taking the time to stop on by. First off, before we get started, I just want to say I apologize for being about a day late getting the show out, but that was due to the past holidays, the Thanksgiving weekend. Hope you had a great time with family and friends, lots of turkey, ham, and fixins. I know I did, and I got to get back to the gym. So anyway, once again, here we are on the show, and lots to share with you. Now, a little bit differently this week, mostly music we're talking about here, but we always like to cover the special events, and we will have some music a little bit later on in the show. But it's getting closer. About 9 days away as of the recording of this show, the MMA returns to the RBC Centre with the Score Fighting Series, along with Access Television. And yes, we are proud to say the show camera will be down there as well. We'll have special interviews and behind-the-scenes footage that you're not going to see anywhere else. Tickets still available down at the RBC Centre and starting at $29.95. Some VIP tickets still available. And, well, let's get right to what we're going to talk about here. We're going to be talking to Woodrow James, first off, with some interview, and we're going to have a couple of fighters that are going to be at the MMA October 19th that we'll be interviewing here as well. So, first, let's get down to Woodrow James. Took the time once again to talk to us because he had some exciting announcements, a little bit change in some of the cards, and you're going to want to listen real close, MMA fans, to what Woodrow James has to say about October 19th. The Score Fighting Series coming to the RBC Centre. So, right now, take a look at this interview with promoter Woodrow James, and then we'll be back. All right, here we are in the show exclusive interview. Coming up, of course, the Score Fighting Series, along with Access TV, going to be viewing to 35 million people at the RBC Centre. October the 19th, some great fights happening. And one of the promoters joining us, Woodrow James. Thanks for taking the time to be here, buddy.
Thank you.
You know, last year, not too sure how things were going to turn out there. You brought the Score Fighting Series to Sarnia, and the meltdown in the valley turned out to be great. Great support in Sarnia. But what's happening different maybe this year that didn't happen last year?
Well, last year it was our first event.
Right.
A lot of people had no clue what the sport was about.
Right.
A lot of, don't get me wrong, a lot of this community did know.
Sure.
But there was a lot of first-time people that were iffy, and a lot of people didn't go that wanted to go. It was Santa Claus Parade night.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's so many things. This time we're getting a lot of support. Everybody's behind us again.
Right.
It's a community.
And last year, 9 fights, but there's more added to the card this year. 12 or 13 fights?
Yeah, we're going to go for the maximum allowed right now in Ontario is 13.
Okay.
So I'm trying to hit that mark.
Right.
You run the case, there's injuries. I don't want to have 10 fights or 8 fights and lose a couple.
Right.
So that's what we're putting together. Is we want more fights just in case something happens. But
Sure.
13 fights, we're starting at 7 o'clock. What else you got to do?
Yeah, it's going to be a great night.
It's going to be a good night.
Who are we going to see down here? Let's talk about the card. I know some of the announcements are already out there, but who's fighting?
The main event's Chris Hordeski. He's
Okay.
from London, 18 wins, 4 losses, nice record. He's been around a long time.
Right.
And this is an exclusive.
Okay,
Right.
share it here on the show first.
His opponent, Kelvin Hackney, is backed out with an injury.
Okay.
So today we signed Brad Cardinal, who is one of Canada's top lightweights.
Right.
And he's actually going to move down to featherweight and fight Chris.
Wow.
He's actually coming off, in the last year, about a year and a half ago, he beat local Jesse Gross. So a lot of the fans are going to know this guy, and it was a controversial finish. It's good. It's pretty good hype.
Yeah, a little controversy.
And it's a good,
okay.
it's a good, exciting fight because both guys are in there for the finish.
And speaking of exciting fights, of course, John HAGGIS BASHER Fraser last year, first time fighting in his hometown. First time his parents saw him fight. I remember him talking about that. And, of course, he brought it home. And what an incredible fight. Of course, winning by submission. And we're going to see him back again this year.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure. I don't think we could do a show in Sarnia without John.
Yeah.
He knows that. I'm pretty sure 90% of people are going to know who John is of some sort. And he's exciting. He's, 10 finishes.
Yeah.
All his 10 wins are all by finishes.
Yeah.
9 submissions, 1 KO. So,
yeah.
He's super exciting. But me and John are close friends.
Right.
I don't even care. I'm going to say this on here, okay? We're close friends. He calls me after his last fight and says, I want the toughest guy up a weight class.
Right, he's asking for it.
Well,
it's going to be a war with these. It's going to be a
it.
war with these two because the gentleman he's fighting is, of course, kind of a knockout king, if you will.
Tyler Toner, he's from Denver, Colorado. He fought in the UFC one time.
Right.
Lost the decision, but very exciting fighter. And he's a kickboxer.
Yeah.
He's there. John's more of a jiu-jitsu guy, but if I'm going to predict, John will stay at a bag with him.
They're talking about it on the scorefighting.com. It's going to be a war for sure, so it's definitely going to be great. All right, now let's talk about some other things. Of course, a great card going to be happening there as well, but you've got some other special events to promote this, a dinner, et cetera. Talk about that.
Yeah, we're going to kick it off the night before, Thursday night at the Holiday Inn. We're going to have our official weigh-ins. It's going to be a dinner. Lyuna is bringing Sam Stout, Mark Hominick, and Chris Clements, three UFC fighters.
Great.
They're going to come sign autographs. If you have a ringside ticket, you are free to the weigh-in dinner.
Oh, wow.
Not to the dinner, to the weigh-ins to spectate for it.
Right.
But there is a corporate dinner going on at the same time. We're actually, tickets are available if you call the RBC box office.
Right.
Go see Cindy at the RBC. Tell her I
She's
sent you.
awesome down there. Cindy, hello.
Yeah. So she'll make it happen for you. But that's the Thursday night. The Friday night after the fights, we're going to be doing there's a Team Tompkins official after party. It's going to be at Jack Doyle's.
Okay, great.
And that's where Stout, Hominick, Chris Hordeski,
they'll all be hanging around.
Jesse Gross. That's and they have a huge following. So it'll be exciting.
See the fighters after the fight as well. They'll be hanging out and having some fun.
And then coming up next Saturday is Lyuna again. They're presenting the official ring girl search for the score fighting
that's
series.
Going to be down at the Lazy Duck, and we're going to have some more on that. We talked about that last week, but we're hoping to be down there to see the girls showing off. Trying to 35 million people are going to be viewing this. That's got to be a really big excitement.
35 million in America.
Just
There's
in the
7
States.
million in Canada.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on the Score and on Access TV. It's never been done. We're the first Canadian company to do it. And I'm just lucky that I am along for the ride with the guys at the Score.
Right
like
on.
Brendan, Alex, like those two guys are. If it wasn't for them, wouldn't be doing this, right?
Well, Woodrow James, thank you so much for your time. I know you got lots to do, and we'll be talking more to Woody probably down at the event. We talked to you last year in the ring. We'll get down at the event the day of, and we'll have some exclusive interviews coming up later on this show. John the Haggis Basher Fraser is going to be joining us here, so keep watching for more. All right, my good friend Woody, thank you so much for taking the time. He's a busy fellow, but he always makes time for us here on the show, and some exciting announcements and card changes there. Thanks again, Woody, and we look forward to seeing him down at the MMA. He promises to give us some footage the day of the event, the evening of the event, I should say. And once again, those tickets are available at RBCCentreSarnia.com, or get down to the box office here in Sarnia and get your tickets. You're not going to want to miss this if you're an MMA fan. Now, before we continue on and talk to some of the fighters, coming up, Joel Paquette's going to talk to us. But first, we got other things happening, and it's time. We're going to do it right now. Here is your Cheeky Monkey weekend update, and then we'll be back.
Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store. Cheeky Monkey, movies and more. Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store in town. Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store in town.
All right, we're back. And, of course, your Cheeky Monkey weekend update. I always say thank you to Marianne and Roland, huge supporters of the show here and really huge supporters of everything local talent, art and music and photography, everything local and independent that's happening here in the Sarnia area. If you've never been down to their store, I always say it and I mean it, get down there and say hello to them. They're located at the corner of Christina and Cromwell, and you can also find out more what's happening at cheekymonkeysarnia.ca. All right, well, moving on, MMA, that's what it's all about right now. Again, October the 19th, the Score Fighting Series, along with Access Television, coming to the RBC Centre. And we've got exclusive interviews. Right now, we're going to go talk to fighter Joel Paquette. Now, Joel fought last year in the Meltdown in the Valley and unfortunately had some shortcomings. But this year, he's got a new strategy, and he's fired up and ready. And he is going to share with us right now some insight of what we can see different from Joel Paquette. So take a look at this, and then we'll be back with more. All right, here we are once again on the show, and as promised, an exclusive interview. Joel Paquette fighting also at the RBC Centre October the 19th. And Joel's taking the time to talk to us here. How you doing, Joel?
Great, feeling good.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
You're looking good, and training's going well?
Yeah, everything's going pretty much up to protocol like usual, so nothing to stress about.
And this is your second professional fight,
yeah,
right?
That's correct. Yeah.
And last year, some shortcomings at the Meltdown
I did
Valley?
versus Meisel at the last Sarnia show. I think I let myself defeat me in that fight. I let the nerves get to me, and I panicked under pressure, and I didn't fight smart. So I didn't stick to the game plan, and it cost me in the end. And it's been burning me since. I just want to get back in there and showcase the potential I do have.
Well, there's certainly lots of people rooting for you around the Sarnia area. And what are you going to be doing a little bit different? What can you share with us anyway that's going to be different compared to last year, other than just sticking to the game plan?
Nothing really too drastically different, other than I have so much more time to train. I've been laid off, and we've been on strike at work because I also work full-time mining in Goderich.
Oh, okay.
So almost the whole summer off this year, which has been fantastic. Training in London, training in Hamilton, Toronto, all over the map. So I think that's going to be the key difference this time in this fight, is that I just have such a wide array of different sparring partners working kickboxing.
And more focused.
Right, and more focused, just because it's become everything I'm doing. It's sucked up everything, so now it's not just something I do on the side other than mining. It is my lifestyle, and it has been all summer. So
awesome.
Feeling in the best shape of my life right now.
Great. And who are you fighting?
We just had a quick change. Alan Wilson is the guy I'm fighting. He's out of the Hamilton area, I believe. Good wrestler, 2-0 as a professional. Competes in Muay Thai too, so he's got some hands, good combination. I don't know. There's no slouches with the score, so I mean, they're all good at everything. I just plan on bringing a pace that he can't keep up with. It doesn't matter what he's good at. I think I could keep the fight wherever I want it to. Right.
Well, Joel, thank you so much for your time, and all the best of luck to you in your fight. And we're going to be down there rooting for you as well.
Awesome. Don't blink. It's going to be a good one.
Right on.
Cheers.
Joel Paquette once again here joining us on the show. And, of course, once again, the Score Fighting Series, along with Access Television, going to be there. 35 million plus people going to be watching this event. Get your tickets by going online to the RBC Centre Sarnia.com. Coming up, stay with us, some more MMA. John the Haggis Basher is getting ready to join us. Keep watching. All right, there you have, exclusive from our friend Joel Paquette. All fired up and excited for the MMA October the 19th. And he is sure that he's going to be coming out with a victory, and we're rooting for him. Thank you once again, Joel Paquette, and best of luck to you in your fight, and we're looking forward to seeing you the night of the event as well. All right, we're going to take a quick break, just a quick one, because it's Halloween, Ghosts come out. Check this out. And then we'll be back with John Haggis Basher Fraser talking to us right after this. All right, back once again here on the show. We're bringing you exclusive footage for the MMA coming to the RBC Centre here in Sarnia, the Score Fighting Series, along with Access TV. And as we've been talking, and we've been waiting for this one, John the Haggis Basher Fraser. How you doing, John?
Feeling great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Things, last year we spoke to you before your fight, and you made some promises, and you kept the promises. You came out there, fans cheering, a local boy, and of course you took down your opponent by submission, which you seem to be very popular for it.
Yeah, that was the plan, to take him out. I was hoping it would go a little longer. I had a lot of fans there. I'd like to have given them more than 2 minutes, but they went the way it did, so it was great
I think
anyways.
the fans were absolutely thrilled with your performance down there. In fact, the whole card last year was great. Now, so far, you're doing quite well. You're 10-14.
10-4 right now.
10-4. Sorry, I got that mixed up. 10-4. And let's talk about some of your wins. Let's brag a little about you, John. Some of your belts and your classes that you've won.
Once I dropped down from 155 to 145, I got a chance after winning 3 fights to fight at 145 for the featherweight title. Won that, and was against an opponent that gave my first professional loss, so that made it even better.
Right.
Then from there, I got an opportunity to drop weight class and fight for the 135-pound title. Did that, won that one, so it's been going great for me.
Yeah. Now, John, you've and of course the Score Fighting Series focused on this last year. You've got quite a family support behind you. Your wife, of course, she's along there with you, not behind you, but right beside you. And your big goal is you're not quitting until you get to the UFC, right?
That's the plan. Get to the UFC. I'm going to be 35. The night I have fight, I'm going to be turned 35 at 12 o'clock. So I'm not quitting. And
so we're going to have a birthday party too.
Yeah. So hopefully a couple more big wins and I'll get that call.
Awesome. Well, I think you're certainly on the right track according to everybody I talked to. Now, speaking of it, you say birthday parties. What about after the fight? Is there going to be some kind of after party with the HAGGIS Basher?
Yeah, well, I'll be heading back to Krabby Joe's. Same as last time. Head back there. It'll be after midnight by then anyway, so we'll start the birthday party then.
Yeah, okay. What about T-shirts? You got some T-shirts online that your fans can get. Where can they find them?
Nothing online, but people can message me. If anybody that can find me through Facebook can message me, as I am getting shirts made. Plus, we'll have a bunch of shirts made at the show, the HAGGIS Basher shirts. So they make them specifically for each fight. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They'll be there at the show.
Well, I know we're friends on Facebook, so I'll be sure to share that with all my fans. I only got a couple fans, though, so I don't know how much. Let's, a little while back I saw an interview and somebody made a mistake with your music. And it's funny what we can find on the internet, right? That's not going to happen though, is it? We're gonna hear the pipes coming out again?
100% you'll hear the pipes. So yeah. It's happened a couple times. I mean, the first time I wouldn't come out until they fixed it, and they fixed it. The second time they did not have my music at all, so unfortunately I had to come out to that. But
you're really proud of your Scottish background.
I am very proud of it. That's why I like to come out as the HAGGIS Basher with the kilt and everything. So yeah, very proud of it.
What about Mum and Dad? I know last year was the first time Mum and Dad had seen you fight. Are they going to be around this year?
My mom will be around for the fight again this time. My dad's not coming. All he said was it was too sore for him to sit that long in the seats. He has a bad back, so my mom will be there for sure.
Well, maybe we'll find Mum down there, and maybe we can get an interview with her as well, and maybe we can get the real inside story on John HAGGIS Basher.
Yeah. All you'll hear from her is for me to quit fighting.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go. John, thank you so much once again. I really appreciate your time. And we're down here. I know you're getting ready to do some training. Keep watching the show for more. We'll have some more exclusive footage the day of the event, October the 19th. Score Fighting Series along with Access TV. Tickets available online, RBC Centre Sarnia.com. We'll have that up on the screen, and we'll be talking more. So keep watching right here on the show. All right, thank you, John HAGGIS Basher. Fraser, we are looking so forward to seeing his fight coming down October 19th with the Score Fighting Series. Of course, John having a victory last year, and he says this is going to be a tough war, but he is sure and very positive that he will come out on top with another victory here at the RBC Centre, once again, October the 19th with the Score Fighting Series. Now, what would the MMA and the ring be without the hot and sexy ring girls? Well, last year there was a contest for the ring girls, and they're going to do it again this year, again, down at the Lazy Duck this Saturday, October the 13th. Liuna Local 1089 is a sponsor of this event, and if you want to find out more, ladies, and how you can participate, visit my website, davidburrows.ws, and there's a link on there, a feature article, if you will, and it'll take you to the Facebook page. Doors open at 8 o'clock, and the event begins at 9 p.m. sharp. And this is going to be a hot and sexy fun night. So guys, don't be shy about getting down there as well. And ladies, good luck to you down in the contest. We will be there with the show camera, hoping to bring you some hot and sexy footage for the ring girls. Of course, that's this Saturday, once again, October the 13th. Trying out for the Score Fighting Series ring girls. Again, October 19th, down at the RBC Centre. All right, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to have some more to share with you about what's happening down at the Stubborn Mule. So take a look at this, and we'll be back.
Will I sleep my life like ships pass on the ocean's waves, silent in the night, Sweet the smell of passion, sweet the touch of taste. Alone I wait.
All right, be sure to check out the amazing CD online. And if you didn't notice that there in the commercial, it goes to prostate cancer. It's only $10, and it also supports the Blue Water Health System here in Sarnia, Ontario. All right, coming up October the 20th, Triple X hypnotist Tony Lee returns to the Stubborn Mule. Tickets for this event, only $10 at the door. We had an interview with Tony Lee last time he was here, and I've been talking to him online. He's added some new things to the show, so even if you've seen him before, you're not going to want to miss him. October the 20th, down at the Stubborn Mule, only $10. And Tony Lee, again, has promised us another exclusive interview right here on the show, and we're looking forward to that. So, Tony, we're looking forward to seeing you down at the Stubborn Mule. All right, one more thing before I wrap up the show. You probably know, but if you don't now, you will. December the 7th, that's a Friday, the Bad Apple himself, David Wilcox, will be performing down at the Stubborn Mule, and we are so excited for this because it's just been confirmed a few days ago. David Wilcox himself will be here on the show. We have got an exclusive Skype interview. Once again, the Bad Apple himself, David Wilcox, giving us an interview here on the show. That'll be on next week's show. You're not going to want to miss this. So that's about all the time I've got for you. If you want to be on the show, don't forget you can send me an email to the show at davidburrows.ws. That's it for me. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and please share with 5 new friends. Have a great week and an even better weekend. We'll see you next time right here on the show. Bye for now.